What advice do you have for people with no business background to get into venture capital someday? Yeah. So I recommend that if you want to get into venture capital, that you do it later in life, or at least you wait until you start a couple companies. Because the issue is, if you network a lot, and you can get anything you want. Let me show you something. This will help you. You can get anything you want if you network. Any type of job you want. More important than school. That's right. And you can go to my website, haroonventures.com, and download this book for free. It's over 200 pages. It'll tell you how to get anything you want in life, any type of job. But when it comes to venture capital, if you network a lot, yes, you can get a job in VC. I don't recommend doing it, though, until you've started a couple companies. The reason is because, let's say you network a lot, and you've never started a company before, and you get that coveted job in venture capital. Well, at some point, you're going to have to start convincing entrepreneurs and startups to take your money, the firm's money, so the venture capital firm can invest in them. And these entrepreneurs might favor other venture capitalists over you, because what happens is, when a venture capital firm invests in a startup, that venture capital firm and the partner in the venture capital firm that champion that investment, that partner will sit on the board of that company. You can't sit on a board of a company and give advice to a startup if you've never started a company before. So you won't win very many deals. So what I would do is I would wait until later in your career. And people think that venture capitalists make a lot of money. They actually don't. There's maybe 10 venture capital firms where people make a ton of money, and the rest of them are fighting for scraps. And most investments that venture capital firms go to zero. You know, only 1%. Of the top 10 VC firms, only 1% of their investments become unicorns, which means a billion-dollar company. And Sequoia, which is the best, sequoiacap.com, you can go to that website and check it out. Yeah, and I've been on boards and in board meetings there at Sequoia. I've invested in companies they've invested in before. Their success rate is 5% for unicorns, which is 5x the other top firms, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I have friends that have worked at, one friend in particular who I won't mention, but he works at the largest venture capital firm in the world. And he has not gotten a bonus in 10 years, right? So he's gotten his base salary, which is generous. It's not insanely high, but it's generous enough to get by here in the Bay Area. But he hasn't gotten a bonus in like 10 years. It's tough because when you invest in stocks, you can buy and sell stocks, liquid ones at least, and get out quickly. And just remember, illiquid stocks own you in a down market rather than vice versa. But when you invest in venture capital, you're kind of like a stockholder. You're there for the long run. You know, it's so hard to harvest these assets. And harvesting means selling the company to another firm or taking the company public. So I wouldn't do venture capital unless you've started at least one or two companies. Yeah.